welcome back to Cut the Slack 2020, a whole new year. It's been a few months since we have done a podcast. I think we ended in October, right?
Yeah.
And what was going on there? I mean, things kind of changed with your job, right?
Yeah. So I had to make some shifts and adapt to basically the holidays, and that's normal. Like in
Sure.
remodeling, in construction, November, December, even January, there's like a really felt
Yeah.
halt to what's going on there. So
And conversely, in the DJ business, we're super busy, and
Boom.
so California DJs and Pacific Events were both rocking, really busy during that time. So I ended up traveling at the end of the year for like 6-8 weeks. So
Yeah.
I was in Arizona, Flagstaff, Phoenix, Utah, Sundance, Utah. And a few other places I can't even remember because it was just so crazy. But it was like week after week travel, and then your job changed
yeah.
and you started going into a whole nother business. Did that pan out?
Yeah, I'm still doing it.
Okay.
I mean, and it's like it's been a blessing, right? Because so it was the holidays, and then January hit, and coronavirus. Coronavirus hit the stage, right?
Well, yeah, and I kind of like ignored it, honestly. I was just like, come on, dude, this is lame. It's another H1N1. It's another swine flu. Like, we heard about that stuff on the news, but it really wasn't real here in America. So I was like, yeah, toilet paper, schmoilet paper. But then you started traveling. So we were trying to get back into the podcast, but you were traveling, and like, what's that look like? What?
Oh yeah. So I went to New Mexico. I did a project out there. So the company that I've been working with, I used to do this years ago.
Okay.
And it's really been that thing that I could turn to when things get rough.
Okay.
And again, it's not entrepreneur, sales, business. It's nothing glamorous. This
Yeah.
is work. It's dirty. I'm wearing a hard hat. I'm wearing a damn vest. So it's like it's the real stuff.
Well, in the past, you were basically going in, showing samples and splotches to people.
That's right.
With new countertops or new walls or flooring or whatever.
patio
and,
covers,
yeah,
whatever.
shaking hands with people in their home, which now is like crazy, like
Right.
to even think about doing that, or even going in someone's home is like not
Yeah.
happening,
Yeah.
non-existent. And then now you're flying or driving to a location.
And so the company that I'm working with now, like I said, I've known them for years and years. They contract with Walmart,
Okay.
and which is an essential service provider under these new terms that we're all dealing with. And they do the remodels for every single Walmart in the country. And so I go out into a city that a remodel is taking place in. I put out a job ad. I hire a couple different people
Like on the spot.
on the spot, and we get to work. We complete a project, and it's on to the next.
Is it at a Walmart store?
Oh yeah,
So you're actually remodeling the Walmart stores.
yeah. So
Okay.
there's multiple different trades that are in these remodels. There's plumbers, electricians, painters. There's a slew of different carpenters, this and that. My scope is the ceiling. So it's all the acoustic ceiling tiles. It's the open warehouse truss system. It's HVAC ductwork. It's a little bit of everything, I guess you could say. So
Okay, but all overhead.
yeah, it's all ceiling type of stuff. And so yeah, it's it's easy. I consider it low IQ work. But that's kind of a derogatory term because this is like blue collar stuff, right? So
Well, that brings up a good point, because pre-COVID-19, like, we all had our game and we all had our levels that we were at, and it was like, and so we could be a little hoity-toity and say, hey,
Right.
like, I have this job, I'm not doing manual labor anymore.
Right.
But when it hits the fan and your other business just dries up and it's no more polos and
That's it.
and white collar kind of stuff and shaking hands with people in their home, you got to provide money for your family.
that's it, man.
So my business, the DJ business, I've been managing that for 19 years, or doing it for 19 years, owned a company for 15 of the 19 years, and it's never been a problem. Like 2008, the recession, things are okay-ish, and we dipped, but we were still surviving. Well, with this mandate of no people,
No interaction.
well, yeah, no social interaction. I mean, we're trying to stay 6 feet apart here, so but we're not. We're both well.
We're failing.
We're both well, and we're not.
No, we're asymptomatic.
We're not
okay.
sharing drinks. We're not touching each other. I still haven't shaken his hand. Anyway, my event business flatlined, completely flatlined, because you can't have a wedding anymore. Weddings were constant, even during times of war and everything else.
Yeah, man.
Weddings are off the table. I had events at the Aquarium of the Pacific. I had events with the USO, with the military, that were big, like fairs, and where people were coming out in booths and stuff like that, and you could walk around and eat cotton candy and all that. Well, that's gone. Every single bit of that business has gone. So I've had to switch to doing a few other things myself, man.
Yeah.
And you've got to bring money in
That's
somehow. And so now, like I would normally in the DJ business, you don't usually share money kind of stuff, but I was making like $1,000 for 4 hours worth of work. So that was like really good money.
Yeah.
Now today, if I can make $100 in a day, I'm happy.
That's it. Yeah, man. It's I put out a little video earlier this week, and it was be grateful and be flexible, Yeah. And I've been getting more comfortable talking on camera. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, dude.
But I really prior to meeting you, I had always recorded myself and then hated it, like I record myself, hate it, and delete it. Like, oh, what am I doing? And I really, when you came in, it really gave me that that energy exchange to build up the confidence to even spit on camera.
Nice, dude.
So, but man, when this thing hit, it just it reignited a fire in me that was I cannot just not say anything here.
Well, I've seen some
for better
of your
or
videos.
worse.
I've seen some of your videos, and you get pretty passionate about some things, man. And so here's kind of a funny little shift. Initially, you're like, people, you're being those people, the weirdos. You're hoarding. You're da 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 da. And then I saw another video where you're like, I think I might be one of those peeps. And I was like that because, like I said, a few weeks ago, it's not even long ago, 2.5 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I was making fun of people that were walking out with 3, 4, 5 stacks of 48-pack toilet papers, right?
Yeah.
And then flash forward to a week ago, I'm like, dude, I'm down to 5 rolls. This is real. I didn't hoard toilet paper. I didn't think I needed to, but now I need. I've got a house full of girls. I've got daughters. I've got a wife.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a niece. They need toilet paper, dude.
Yes.
So I had to wake up, and some people saw, my stories where I was waking up at 5 in the morning to go to Walmart. I got a drug dealer tip on toilet paper. It was the weirdest, funniest thing ever. Where I was in Walmart. I asked the dude who worked there. I'm like, hey. When does toilet paper come in? He's like, oh,
when's the truck show up?
Yeah, he was like, dude, he was like, we can't give that information out anymore because it causes pandemonium.
Oh yeah.
And he walks away, and I'm kind of standing there, and there's a lady in the aisle, a middle-aged lady, and she's like, hey,
Psst,
yeah,
come over here.
Yeah, and she's like, and she did. She motioned me over. I'm like, what's up? And I'm kind of looking around, I feel like I'm in a back alley doing a drug deal.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, hey, my mom works for Walmart, and tomorrow, 6 a.m. And I'm like, really? And I felt like I just got it was like Mission Impossible. I called my wife. I'm like, babe, rally the troops, 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Dude.
And we did it. We showed up at 5:30. There was already a line of 40 or 50 people maxed out who had the same info.
Yeah.
Because obviously mama talks. Her mama's talking to people.
Dude.
So yeah. And then we waited in line in the rain.
Oh my gosh.
For a half hour or so, and then we had to do it again. We went back another week later to restock, and we got there at 5:30, but then they didn't open the store till 7. So we waited for an hour and a half outside,
dude.
And luckily not in the rain this time, just to get 1 pack of toilet paper.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on that, just in general?
I think that it's this is what we're reduced to now, because. Think about it. If you got toilet paper, it didn't matter. We were toilet papering people's houses. Now, to do that is crazy. It's like throwing gold away, right?
Yeah, that'd be a sin.
It's like lighting money on fire. But now all of a sudden, this worthless item that we used to wipe our duff with,
Dude.
like is precious.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of how, like, when if you've ever spent time in jail, then like in jail or prison, cigarettes are really valuable. Like out here,
Protein.
Out here you can buy a pack for how many ever bucks. Inside, a pack of cigarettes is worth like, I don't know, $500,000 or whatever, because they're so,
each one is, yeah,
they're rare, So it's just crazy and on the same topic, like ramen and mac and cheese. If you go in the store, all of that aisle is gone.
yes.
And you know what's funny though is the salad aisle fully stacked, bro.
Dude,
fully stacked,
that's
full
what
of
I'm
salads.
saying.
So one guy I saw, and I talked about this before, bought 3 barrels of cheese balls. I was in line behind him, and I'm thinking, really?
Wow.
That's how you're gonna survive this Armageddon? Is a good thing I got the cheese balls, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Stacked, bro. Like if I eat one a day, I'm good for 3 years. So like those are some of the things that I'm noticing. Like, and there's a shift. It's like if you are now jobless, because so many people are. If you're in the restaurant industry, the movie theaters, you know what I mean. The list goes on and on of public places, the bars. Like
I think it's 9 million people that are in the service sector.
Yeah.
Bars, restaurants, servers, cooks.
Disneyland.
Yeah, man.
No, it's very fun. I heard 70,000 people worked at Disneyland. I didn't even know that.
Just in Anaheim. Yeah.
70,000 are unemployed now. And they've been cool. They've been giving them like unemployment, but how long can that last?
Right.